If there is at least one thing what you should take from this video is that you shouldn't misunderstand each of the profession. So let's talk about what is interior architect, interior designer, and interior decorator. I hope this video will help people to understand what they want to be in the future, and those who doesn't understand the differences can now tell. I have been in many situations when people don't understand the differences and basically say, oh, you're interior designer? Okay, maybe you can create a whole house project for me with all the plans and everything. And I'm like, what? But I'm not an architect. I don't know even where to get those permissions. I don't do that. After I'm answering that I cannot do that, people are like, what? I thought you do everything. Well, let's get back to the topic. If we would be looking from a funnel perspective, each of them has a different responsibilities and work they need to complete. In the top position would be interior architect, in the middle interior designer, and in the bottom interior decorator. Of course, behind the interior architect there is a professional architect, there's civil engineer, and I believe even many more. But we are not gonna talk about those two. We will be focusing only into the interior topic. Let's start with the interior decorator and then go to the top to the interior architect. For example, let's take a John. John will be our interior decorator. Interior decorators mostly work with the clients through online communication or one-on-one meetings. Their goal is to create an aesthetically looking home for a client with the basic rules such as ergonomics, functionality, and interior design styles. They'll provide clients with 5 main things: furniture arrangement plan, mood boards, links where you can buy furniture for your home, sometimes 3D renders and even visualizations, and a color scheme and the whole design perspective. Mostly color schemes are integrated into the mood boards, but some designers just separate them. They mostly work on a private residential projects such as homes or apartments. They don't need any kind of degree or certification to work in this field. Mostly just need to understand the ergonomics, how the space functions, as well as a color psychology and the materials who will be used in a client's project. Let's not forget that a designer still needs to master a few softwares, so it would help with his design process. One project timeline mostly consists from few days to a few weeks, so if you need a help with quickly redesigning your arrangement or color scheme or just an ideas for your living room or a kitchen, you can always go to an e-designer or an interior decorator, and he or she for a low price will help you with this. Now let's take a look into Matt, the interior designer, what he does. Interior designers mostly work on a larger scale projects. Sometimes they do residentials on the side, but they are mostly focusing on a different sections such as hospitality, exhibition, educational centers, and even offices. Their goal is to connect functionality, emotion, and style with all the building and a country safety regulations. Interior designers can do everything what interior decorators do, but as well they provide to the client floor plans, sections and elevations, electric plans, material finishes, finishing plans, oh my god, sorry guys, 3D visualization, and some designers even create their own furniture. The timeline of a project mostly varies from a few months to a year, depending from a project's difficulty. To become a professional interior designer, you definitely need a degree or certification, understanding building regulations, fire safety, air circulation, noise pollution, emergency exits, and disability access. All those things can be found in this book. I have it somewhere in my house, but I couldn't find it, so it's really hidden very well. This book is mostly provided to you from your university or college where you will be defending your degree. But you can also find this book on Google, so you don't need to drag it everywhere with you because it's very heavy. You can also Google a building regulations or your country regulations, and you will probably find a PDF form which you can easily download and use it. If you won't be following those regulations, the shop and institutions won't be able to pass their safety test and will be forced to close down before the real accident happens. Now let's talk about Ken, the interior architect. Interior architects are the most strongest of all of those three professions because they closely work with the architects and civil engineers to complete the projects. Interior architects do everything what interior designer do and what the interior decorator do, but as well they do zoning, circulation diagrams, construction management, site meetings, and provides you with approvals from different apartments to be able to complete that project. Also, they take into consideration when creating a project geographical zone, site and location, use of light, urban design, and even cultural aspects. The project timeline can depend from even few months, but mostly it goes to few years. Because if they are working on a very large-scale project, such as skyscraper, this kind of project can take even few years to complete or even a decade. And for this profession, you definitely need a degree and a good internship. Personally, I'm working as an e-designer for more than 2 years because I have more passion for it than working as an interior architect. Even though I do have a degree for it, but I'm not very interested in going on a site meetings or talking to the clients about very difficult constructions. Whenever I'm talking with someone in a very serious topic, I notice that this kind of thingy appears and it's so annoying. Oh my god. I'm trying to ignore it.